Okay, everybody, I'm going to show you how to change your address. If you're moving from one address to the next address, you want your mail to follow you with you. Another reason to change your address is if you don't want your mail, if you move from an apartment or a house, and you don't want your mail sitting in that mailbox for the apartment or house, how's anybody supposed to know you moved, or mailman supposed to know you're moved? So you actually ask your mailman for one of these, or you can stop at the post office and get one of these. This may look the same, but this one is different because different advertisers pay here. But it's the mover's guide for the post office. It says open here, so you tear it open right here, and what do we have here? More coupons and more advertisements. Okay, so you got to finger through all this to look for the official. It sits at the top. Official, there you go. Official mail forwarding change of address form. So you don't need the rest of this unless you want to go through all the coupons in there. You can get rid of that. What's the first thing you see? Stuck to the top of your actual change of address card is USPS.com. 3 reasons to change your address online. Immediate email confirmation. Quick and easy review. Correct or cancel it right there online. And it's fast and easy. That is the recommended way to change your address online. They say that if you change it online through here, by the next morning, the post office you move from will have your change of address already and your mail can start going to you. I don't know how to do it online yet. I'll probably go on there to check it out to do a tutorial. But you go to www.usps.com. There's says for residential, for business, or what would you like to do, and you click on change your address online. But if you don't want to do that right now, I'm going to go through one of these with you right now. And get this closer to the camera. I'm standing behind the camera trying to read it. Okay, if you already have one of these with you, it would be best if you go through this with me. In this top section right here, it's a change of addresses for. There's a checkbox for an individual, a checkbox for an entire family, and a checkbox for a business. Who are you changing the mail for? Individual, entire family, or business? Now, if you check entire family, it's going to say the Jones family, the Smith family, the Garcia family, and the last name box right here. It'll forward all the mail for the entire family for that last name. If it's Jones, Smith, Rodriguez, whatever be it, you check entire family. Everybody's mail with that last name will be forwarded to the new address. Now, if you check individual, it's going to read the last name and the first name. And the first name and last name of the individual will be forwarded. So this is, say, a daughter's moving out the house or a son's moving out the house. They put the individual first and last name. The parent's name will stay at that house, but that individual person or that individual relative's mail will be forwarded to the new address. Here's the catch with this right here. If you're a dad that named your son the exact same name as you, Robert Jones, Robert Rodriguez, Robert Garcia, Robert, whatever it is right here, and the father and son has the exact same name, that's going to be an uh-oh, and you're probably better off not filling one of these out. Because even if they put junior, senior, 1, 2, 3 to try to differentiate it, it's all the mailers, I can guarantee you, will not put junior, senior, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the mailers won't. So therefore, both people's mail may accidentally be being forwarded. Something for that, the best thing to do is to leave the mail with the dad and have the mom and dad forward the mail like by hand, put in the priority mail and send it to whoever's moving, and physically send change of addresses to each individual business that you want to know your new address. Other than that, if they're different first names, you can check individual, put your last name in, and then put your first name in, and the individual will be forwarded. Another thing with the last name and with entire family, I always tell everybody, if you have a hyphenated last name, Smith Jones, or something like that, I always say do a separate card per last name, because it's going to go over Smith is being forwarded. Jones will be forwarded, so you know you cover all bases. All of your mail will be forwarded to you. Okay, so it's going to ask you for the start date. Now, you don't have to give this card to the mailman or the post office on the day you wanted to start. You could give it to them in advance, and it will start on the date that you put right here. Or if you do it online, it'll start instantly when you do it online. Okay, so this is going to be the start date that you want the mail to be forwarded to you. Is this a temporary move? Are you planning on staying there and you're not moving back to the residence? If you're not moving back to the residence, yes, this is a temporary move. If you're only like what is it, one of the snowbirds that you're going for 3 months or whatever, no, it's not temporarily. And check when you want the date that you want the mail resumed to the old address. Okay, now this right here is going to be your old mailing address right here. If you do it online, it'll actually help you fill it out. But your old mailing address will be 123 whatever street, Anytown, USA, Illinois, and your zip code. I'm going to fill one of these out to show you how it's done when you fill it out, but it's going to be your old address, where you are moving from. If it's a P.O. box, if you have a P.O. box address and a resident address, I would recommend to get there again. Do a separate card for your resident address and a separate card just for your P.O. box address. And this right here is going to be filled out to where you're moving from. And the bottom part is going to be where you're moving to. It's either going to be a P.O. box address or your house address with your building or apartment number, city, state, and zip code. And then you got to sign it and print it. And on the back side of it, it says Postmaster, United States Post Office. You could actually put the city, state, and zip code of where you're moving from. This is the city, state, and zip code of where you're moving from, because these cards have to be mailed back to the office that you're moving from, not the office that you're moving to. Okay, I'm going to fill one of these out, then I'm going to show you how they're supposed to be done. Okay, here's an example of one that's filled out. We'll go over this again. It's checked as the entire family is moving. On 12/6/94, have no idea why I put 94. Is it a temporary move? No, the Smith family is going somewhere permanently. The whole family is leaving. The entire Smith family is leaving. Therefore, one card should be made out for Smith, because the entire Smith family is moving. The name is normally the head of household. Their old address that they're moving from is 1234 Elm Street, apartment 2F. If there's no apartment number or nothing, you don't have to put anything on there at all. Just put the building address. Anytown, Illinois, 12345. Now, where are they moving to? Where's the Smith family moving to? 6789 Queen Street, apartment 2B. Anytown, Florida, 67890. Sign and date. Give it to your mailman. Now, this, like I said right here on the back side, will be the city, state, and zip code is going to. Anytown, Ill, 12345. Now that right there will be the city and state and zip code of where you moved from. This is where you move from, city, state, and zip code. This right here, one thing with these are computer processed. To my knowledge, these are computer processed. And they get put through a machine and they all get put in by change of address. Now if there's an error on it that the computer can't make out, it gets spit out to the side. And it's gonna get waited for somebody to pick it up and manually key it in. So I always say if there's an error in it, just go ahead and fill out another card and then have it forwarded to you. Of course, if John Smith was moving by himself and the rest of the Smith family were staying in the house, you would not check entire family. You would check individual, and just John Smith's mail would be forwarded. If this was a P.O. box, you would not fill out anything on this first line. You will put the old P.O. box number, P.O. box 12345, Anytown, Illinois 12345. These right here, if you really are still unsure, go into the post office or ask your mailman. Say, I have one of these, I need to fill it out, can you help me? They'll go ahead and help you, or somebody in the post office will help you fill it out. But this is an official change of address form on how to get your mail forwarded to you. I'm going to also go over, if you filled one of these out, how to correct it if you need to make a change. But like I says, you got to be sure to check either entire family or individual, which one of you are moving. The whole family is moving or an individual that's moving. And if it's entire families, all the last names have to be a separate card for Smith, separate card for Jones, separate card for Rodriguez, separate card for Garcia, separate cards for all of them. And if it's entire families moving, if it's individuals and 3 people are moving to different places, each individual has to fill out an individual card for their name, old address, and new address. There's more information at www.usps.com. I hope this helped you, and also be sure to check out the video on how to get your mail in an apartment building. Thank you. Bye-bye.